paths that you can take long term, like for your lifetime. So yeah, that's the ultimate goal. Now, consistently study and invest in markets for 3 to 5 years is what you need to do to become the pro, right? It is a minimum 3 years, usually 4 to 5 years, for you to become what I would consider a professional at the market. And during this period, it's a lot of learning, losing money, you have to pay your tuition. We talked about this before. And refining an edge is a big part of it as well. Like, people think that, oh, I just make enough mistakes and lose enough money that I'm suddenly profitable. No, you have to really refine your edge. You have to really figure out, what am I good at? What do I like doing? What's my strategy in crypto, right? It's like making money in crypto is like playing Call of Duty and having this one spot that you camp on the map and you just snipe everyone, right? Because when you camp and you start sniping everyone, everyone hates you because you're getting a good score for doing nothing. But that's how you make money in crypto. It's positioning yourself in one location or a couple locations where if you just wait for someone unsuspecting to walk past, you snipe them and you win. Same thing with crypto, right? If I just wait for a crash, wait for fear to seep back into the market, I use my data sets, I can figure out where to buy, right? Waiting for an unsuspecting person panic selling, I buy into their panic sell. It's the equivalent of me sniping them in Call of Duty. That's how you make money in markets. What's your edge? Where are you camping on the map, right? So don't, and people hate on campers. Oh, fucking camping on the map, you idiot. We're here to win. There's no ego. There's no award for the money being hard to make, right? There's no bonus prize because it was really hard for you to make money, right? The money is the same whether it was simple or difficult to make, whether it was easy or hard. Don't make it overly hard on yourself. Just do whatever the edge is the best, the easiest, Don't worry, you can camp on the map. As well, you need mentors, okay? If you're trying to just become independently profitable by yourself, it is definitely a viable path. Definitely you will eventually become pro. But if you want to become pro faster, as in make millions faster, you have to have mentors. When I was 19, I emailed this guy like 5 times asking him to mentor me. He was a trader. He's in his 50s. He made his first million in his teenage years on the stock market. He's fucking making tons of money now. Who mentors people? I emailed him over the course of 6 months many times. Can you mentor me? Can you mentor me? Here's information about me. Please, let's organize a Skype call. And he eventually said yes, hopped on a call with him, and from there my life changed forever. He started teaching me how to trade. He ended up getting me actually an online job in the crypto space, which actually kicked off everything that I'm doing now. So it is that process of finding mentors, having mentors where they teach you things, right? I learned a lot of the mental models about business from Luke in relation to the War Room at Hustle's University, right? Working in Hustle's University, Luke shared lots of information about how the world works, and it really just taught me a lot about business. And now I apply all of these lessons into my own businesses, right? I would consider Luke a mentor. So I've had many other mentors that I won't get into, but that's the process, right? You have a mentor maybe for fitness. I have a fucking gym coach guy. He's like a mentor, right? He's not just lift this weight, do that. He's like it's like a life coach. I hate that word, life coach, but he's like a mentor, man. He trained with Arnold Schwarzenegger, one of those super, super huge gym guys back in the day at Venice Beach. Really, really successful guy. These mentors you have in all areas of life are super important, especially in investing. Such a difficult, difficult way to make money. And work closely alongside them, but aiming to become independent, right? The goal is not to have a mentor to just copy them forever. Eventually, you have to stop sucking your mum's tit, and you have to, go out and fucking hunt your food. Also, figure out what strategy is best for you. To become a pro, you're going to have to make money by yourself eventually. So how are you going to make money? What's your strategy? You have to refine this. Are you going to be a trader? Are you going to do airdrop farming? Right? There's a guy on Twitter, CC2. His entire fucking identity as a human is just airdrop farming. Right? His life is airdrop farming, which is cool because he makes money, right? And he's got, 17,000 followers. He's niche famous, but that's his niche, man. look, yield farming, wallet tracking, airdrop hunting, the main thing is just airdrops, right? So what's your edge? My edge is I do automated airdrop farming, long-term investing, and pre-sales. That's it. I don't try to trade. I don't try to do yield farming, any of that shit. Just focus on my edge. Now, over time, you will eventually have to develop your own investing system as well. You're going to have a risk management protocol. You're going to have to journal everything. You're going to have an actual edge in the market. This is the eventual end state of every person who tries to become the pro. Eventually as well, you're actually not going to follow other people's calls. I don't follow any dude's call on the internet. Maybe someone posts a coin that I look into, and then I build my own thesis, and I really just don't care about the fact that they liked the coin. But I'm not just going to go, oh, this guy said to buy, I'm going to buy. I don't do that anymore. I don't need to. I have my own edge. You don't make money copying people from Twitter. I've already gone over this, right? I've learnt this one firsthand, right? Influencers create liquidity. They don't make alpha, okay? So that would be the last point to become the pro. Eventually, when you're good enough and you are the pro, you will know because you won't be copying other people's shit on the internet, okay? Now, this is like 2 exemplar paths that work. How would I actually approach it? Well, this is the best path that I would recommend. So what you should do is you shouldn't disregard skills. You shouldn't disregard networking, finding mentors, building a business, or building a career. This should be your main focus in life, okay? Building this stuff. Now, alongside building this stuff, you should be investing, okay? I think investing is the number 1 skill that everyone should have, so you should be trying to be a profitable long-term investor. That's the goal, okay? And you should be trying to invest alongside your favorite investors, okay? So you do this by joining their high-level communities if they run masterminds, if they run paid groups, if they run one-on-one coaching, whatever it is that they run, find your favorite investors, favorite traders, whatever it is, and you need to become friends with them or just work really closely alongside them, okay? Just copying their Twitter is not enough. For example, there was a guy in Australia who ran an investing group called Crypto Consulting Institute. Years ago, I joined his program, and I wanted to learn not just how he ran his business in terms of the coaching structure, but I also wanted to learn how he approached investing. And he actually taught me a lot about making my approach to investing more professional. So I joined his high-level community. It was like 5-6K Aussie, and I ended up becoming friends with him, and he offered me work, but I didn't take it. But he offered me work in his company. Okay, that's how you learn from people. Also, when I was 18, I think 19, there was this guy on Instagram, and he was like a investor. He was really fucking good at crypto investing. I ended up joining his community. I paid like $2K US, I think. This was in 2019 before COVID too, so it was probably a bit more money than now. But yeah, his group was really good. He had a full course on investing, sort of like what this one is now, I guess. I guess we've come full circle, right? I joined some dude's course who was making millions, and now we've sort of like swapped places, and now I've made my own course, and you're going to go on make millions and make your own course. It's just a continual fucking little Ponzi scheme. So, but anyway, back to the point. I joined his high-level community, and I learned all this stuff that I couldn't find online. It was super valuable. I learned so much from his course. It was fucking really good. Now, the goal is you want to become these people's number 1 student. So, I know a lot of successful people. Just to give you an idea, not all of them, but I would say most of them were the best student of someone in the thing that they're the best at. So, for example, working with... actually, no, I won't use that as an example. Actually, no, I have an example. So, for example, there was a guy working with the Tates, and he was the number 1 sales guy for the War Room, right? This online network thing. And basically, he became the number 1 student of the guy teaching that, sales for selling that program. And he was really, really good at sales. And now he's super good at sales now. And he's gone on to build his own businesses and leverage the success that he had within that program. And he's a very smart guy. And I just want to use that as an example of how you need to approach things, right? He found who he thought was the best person to learn from, and he grinded his way to become their number one student. And that opened up for him tons of doors, and it taught him more than any other person working for that company: sales, marketing, building a business, etc. Okay, and that pays dividends later on. So for example, let me try to think of another example. There's a guy that I know who makes $500K a month in a marketing agency, basically scaling ecom brands. He originally worked for Nick Cosman, and he became Nick Cosman's like number one student. And then he went on to build his own sort of Nick Cosman style business. Now, if you don't know Nick Cosman, I'll see if I can Google him and show you. Growth consultant, right? He basically teaches you how to make a growth consultant business. And he made like, I don't know, 8 figures. And so he had a number one student, I won't say his name, and he went on to make $500K a month from his own growth consultancy company. I'll give you one more example. Who was this one? Okay, I met a guy in Cape Town. He makes $1 million a month in a business, basically teaching doctors how to become, independent of a 9-to-5, leveraging their skills that they learned in university. And he makes, like $1 million a month, barely does anything in the company. He's outsourced everything. And I asked him how he did everything he did, and he said, I just became the number one student of Sam Ovens, right? Sam Ovens, let me show you this guy. Sam Ovens, right? 150K subs. This guy, he used to run a program called, I forgot what it was called, but it was a similar thing, right? Teaching you how to make money online, right? Same sort of thing, online money guru. And so this guy that I knew, my friend, joined his program, learning how to make an online business, and he became Sam Ovens' number one student. And now he is making $1 million a month. Well, at least a year ago he was. Maybe now he's making more. Basically fully automated, and he's like in his 30s, and he's fucking printing. So in all areas of life, the guys that I see that have the best results, they always say the same thing. I just became the number one student of the guy that I looked up to, and then I just printed money. So whoever you decide to learn from in becoming an investor, becoming a trader, try to become their number one student. I think that's a really good path. Follow their lead at first, but the ultimate intention is that you want to understand why they do things. So if you're fully focused on business and you do not give a single fuck about crypto or investing, you don't have to do this part, but this is the best path that I recommend long term. So you want to understand why they do things. Hey Daniel, you told me that we should buy this coin. Why? What's the reason? Okay, cool. Thanks for telling me, right? Next up, you want to find a style that suits you.